This is Brad Clayton with the March 2020 PuzzleDuck Golf Thought of the Month. We're going to talk simply about a few things to do while you're self-distancing during this time of total uncertainty and just unprecedented events in our time. But if you are stuck at home and you are self-distancing in general, which you should be doing, I'm going to talk a little bit about some things to do to occupy your time in a positive way relative to golf. Number one, it's a great time to brush up on your rules of golf and understanding the rules of golf. Spend some time on the usga.org website and get a good feel for really the rules, especially with all the rules changes from last year and how they affect your ability to keep an accurate score. Just the basic hazard rules, out of bounds, lost balls, relief, just all the basic rules that you need to be able to accurately keep a score in a round of golf. Another good thing to do is to simply keep your grips clean or wash your golf clubs, wash your grips to make sure that you don't have to squeeze them too tight to control the golf club. Simply use some warm water and a towel, maybe a little bit of soft detergent from Dawn or whatnot, to help you keep your grips clean and nice and pliable or tacky. That's a great thing to do when you're at home. Also want to maybe just walk around with a golf club in your hand, keeping contact with the grip of a golf club to work on your grip, work on your setup positions. Make sure you're in a good, solid, consistent setup position throughout the evening, the day, whatever it may be, just to stay in contact with the golf club. So very important as far as I'm concerned. Obviously, you can putt at home. You can obviously do some chipping and pitching in the yard, making golf swings. We're going to talk shortly about that in just a moment. One thing I would suggest you don't do, and that's to get too caught up in all the theories and thought processes in technical golf swing thoughts and the different applications that people have in how to make a great golf swing. There are a lot of different ideas out there. If you're going to do that, find one source and stick to it. Even that's difficult to do though. Usually when I make suggestions through video, they're very generic because it's very difficult, or it's not possible for me or anyone else to see you personally and what you actually are doing or what you're actually capable of doing in your golf swing. So not everything applies to everyone when you get into the technical motions of a golf swing. Obviously, one-on-one instruction is by far the best way to go with someone who has a proven plan. But in this time of not being able to do that, just be careful of fishing for too much information on the web, especially in this day of technology when there's so many people out there. Some of the things that we're going to talk about that you can do, just with a simple stick. This is a stick, a dowel rod. I mean, some people like those. You can use a club, whatever it may be. I use a stick because it's a lot lighter and my shoulder's kind of giving out, so it's hard for me to swing one-handed a whole lot anymore. So I use a light stick to do things. But you can usually just use a simple stick to get a feel for some simple drills and some simple balance motions. Just swinging the stick in a swing. Making sure you swing through in a nice balanced finish position. That's not a kickstand back there. Making golf swings in general is a good practice throughout the day. Not with golf balls, you're just worried about swinging in balance. Take the shaft or the stick or whatever you may have, put it up across your shoulders. Work on your posture, your alignment. See where you tend to align with your shoulders. Make sure that when you turn back, you're turning back perpendicular to your spine, not down, not up, but just simply perpendicular to your spine. When you're pushing your hip through and swinging through to the finish, understanding what your body's doing, make sure you don't see the back of this shaft go down. Don't see it go up. Just see it work perpendicularly along or with your spine angle. You can also just simply take it and grip down on it. There's a really good drill here in swinging. Most people tend to just swing their arms through. If you do so by gripping down with quite a bit of the stick back here so that it will hit you in the side, you can simply make some swings and make sure you don't whack yourself too hard in the forward side. if you do hit yourself, you're going to have to turn to keep the golf club moving forward. If you are flipping and just using your arms, you're going to whack yourself pretty hard. But if you're rotating, you'll keep the golf club more in front of you. Really, really good little drill. Great for chipping and pitching as well as working on making some motions without letting this thing whack you too hard in the side. A little bit's fine, but that helps you keep moving and keep the golf club in front of you instead of just using your arms. A couple of simple little drills. If you have questions about these, feel free to email me at brad@puzzleduckgolf.com. Remember, the book is available at puzzleduckgolf.com. You're welcome to get that and read it. If you have any suggestions for the April thought of the month, please feel free to email those back to the email address, brad@puzzleduckgolf.com. Any comments, any questions about this at all, or suggestions, I always look forward to the feedback. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully we'll be through this sooner than later, and we'll see you next month.